Hello, second grade. I'm not here today, but I do want us to keep doing our learning on what Google Maps does. And so last time we were together, we learned how Google Maps takes a satellite and it shoots down cameras and it takes pictures from way, way high up in space. But one of the things that some of you may have noticed is that um, if I went to Google Maps real quick, so I'm going to click on the two, go to the maps. Um, this is kind of where the Casey's is at right here, okay? So if I had zoomed in, I better turn my satellite, there we go. So if I had zoomed in here and I had gone down to the Casey's, here's Casey's, there's Fizz. I zoom in, and look what happens. What? The picture changes, and now it looks like I'm actually standing on the street. Some of you did this, some of you didn't, and it's fine if you did or didn't, but what is happening right now is that there's a different kind of camera that's taking photographs as if I'm right down here. It is not a satellite anymore. This is called Google Street View. And Google Street View is a program where they take a special kind of camera, a camera that shoots up and shoots down and shoots left and shoots right and shoots behind and shoots 360 degrees and makes it seem as if you are right there on the street. And if I traveled up this street, I'm going to go way up the street right here. I can see lots of things. For instance, take a look at this. Here's the high school and here's the parking lot right here. But watch what happens right now. I'm going to click one more time ahead. What? Everything just changed. Now the parking lot's gone. Parking lot's here. Parking lot's gone. And now there's a tractor here. Now it looks like, wait a minute, this looks like it's summertime. And this looks like it's fall time. You see, Google is taking lots of different kinds of photographs and they're putting them all together. This photograph that was taken over here was actually taken in 2018, so like a year ago. But this photograph taken over here and up above and down below and all over the place is actually taken in 2015, so that was taken 4 years ago. So these photographs, again, they're not real videos. They could be kind of old. Now, as I'm looking at this old photograph here, one of the things I see is this shadow. And this shadow shows me like this car, but there's something funny on top of this car. So the funny thing about what's on top of this car is how these Google sites are actually, or these Google um, things are actually made. So the way that these are, the Street View thing is actually made kind of looks like this. There are these different kinds of cars that drive around and they take photographs all different directions, okay? It takes those photographs and it puts them here. It takes them and it kind of tries to put them together. It uses computers to overlap them and to kind of sew them together. And then when they sew them together, then they use kind of even more computers to kind of even out the edges, make sure that everything kind of aligns the best that it can. And what it does is it creates this picture that looks like it's up and down and over and left and behind you and in front of you. But in reality, it's just a lot of different photographs, like 12 different photographs that have all been taken, and then the computer kind of takes them and puts them all together. Now, the cool thing then is that car that is right here, that's just one of the ways that Google takes a 360-degree view. Google also puts it on a backpack. This is a backpack. And so places that cars can't go, like to the Grand Canyon or on a raft or something like that, a person can wear a backpack with this special camera and it'll take photographs from all over the place. Another place it could go is like a trolley. So it could sit on top of this cart and you can wheel it around like on the inside of a house. Or it could go here, like here's a snowmobile. Or maybe it could even go like on a go-kart or something like that. I've even seen it on camels. We can take this camera and we can put it on lots of different things, and then it allows us to photograph like the entire world. Now here's all the places that they photographed, and it looks like, wow, they photographed everything. But if I zoom into Iowa and if I zoom into Carlisle, take a look at, do you start to see some gaps show up? I do. And then the more I zoom in, the more gaps I show up. The blue line shows all the places that they've done this 360-degree picture. And as I zoom into Carlisle, I really see that it's not everywhere. It's really just the streets. So these places here are only the places that have had this 360-degree view. So that means that some places, like I cannot walk up to the school right now. I can't go up here. And why? Well, because the car hasn't gone up there, and because there's no one with a backpack that's gone up there. So while it is pretty neat that I can see like driving down this road right now, this is not like a video game where you can go wherever. You can only go where someone has taken a camera, whether that's on a backpack or a camel or a car. If the camera has not gone up to the playground, then I can't go to the playground either. Well, here I can go down this road, but I cannot go like inside the elementary because we've not taken a camera inside the elementary. Today, what you're going to do is you're going to explore like on a field trip. You're going to go to second grade on my website, but this time I want you to click on this guide. This guy's called Street View. And I want you to click on Street View. And when you do, it's going to show you a lot of different places that you can go where they've taken the backpack or the car or the cart or other places. You're going to click on, like here it says Great Pyramids. You're going to click on where it says Great Pyramids. And when you do, it's going to open up a place and whoa, there are the pyramids of Egypt. And whenever I see this little arrow, I know I can walk. So I'm going to walk this way. I'm going to see lots of people there, and they're kind of walking along with me. But I can pretend like I'm right there, standing right by the Great Pyramids of Egypt, which I think is kind of crazy. Whoa, those things are huge. Wow, those blocks are huge. Huh, interesting. When I'm done exploring the pyramids of Egypt, I'm going to go up to the top, and I'm going to click this tab. This tab has an X on it. I'm going to close the X by clicking the X, and it's going to go back to my website. Now I can explore something else. Here's the Grand Canyon. I'm going to click not the picture. Don't click the picture. Click the word Grand Canyon. And whoa, here I am in the Grand Canyon. And it looks like I can walk down the path right here. There's other people on the path, so you can kind of see how they look. But as I walk down, wow, this is exactly what the Grand Canyon looks like, as if I was actually right there. So now I don't actually have to get on a plane and fly out there, because I can see like, yep, the Grand Canyon, it's pretty deep. All right, so I'm going to click the X, and I'm going to go to the next one, Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls, wow, is a place with some giant waterfalls like here. Remember, you can't go anywhere. You can only go where the camera went. But the camera did kind of go these different places, and I can see like, oh, wow, there's an interesting thing. I'll try and sail over here maybe and see what kind of sites I can see. There's a giant waterfall over there. Maybe I'll go over there and see what that looks like. And then I'll click the X. I want you to explore all of these different sites today. This is the Kennedy Space Center, where they have space shuttles and the rockets lift off that go into space. The International Space Station is actually in space. There are pyramids in Mexico I want you to go to. There's a Great Wall of China. This is the USS Iowa. That is in Los Angeles, and it's a battleship. This is an underwater sunken battleship. This battleship got sunk, and so I want you to go explore it. Here's a submarine, and here's the desert. We're taking field trips today. I want you to explore all these sites and explore how Street View can take you to all these places with their special 360-degree camera.